deep, where whispers hide, a silent cry, a broken tide, a love once pure, now stained with fear, a heart that trembles, eyes that tear. Behind closed doors, the rage unfolds, a story dark, too oft retold. A slap, a shove, a bitter scream, the shattering of every dream. Bruises bloom, both seen and not. In a twisted dance of pain, they're caught. The nights are long, the days are cold. A soul that once was young, now old. Promises of change, then more deceit. A cycle harsh, a cruel repeat. Yet in the dark, a spark does glow. A strength within begins to grow. She gathers courage, piece by piece, a fragile hope, a chance for peace. Through whispered plans and secret calls, she dreams of breaking through these walls. One day the dawn will break the night, and she'll step forward to the light. With every tear, every scar, she'll find her way, she'll travel far. For though the wounds run deep and wide, within her beats a strength, a guide. And as she walks away from pain, she finds her voice, she lives again. No longer bound by fierce, cruel chain, she rises up, she heals, she reigns. For every soul that's hurt, abused, there is a dawn, there is a muse. In shadows deep where whispers cease, a heart rebound, a soul at peace. What up, what up, what up, what up, everybody? It's your big in the building, D Fresh King, aka Angel Rest of Fire, and you are watching Powerful Movements. Thank you so much for joining in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Powerful Movements podcast is all about inspiring people, elevating people, entertaining people, and educate people of all ages, including help people to discover their true and authentic self. That's our motto for the Powerful Moments podcast. And welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing? How's the kids? How's the wife? How's the dog? How's the cat? How's your brother? How's your sister? How's the neighbor? Hope everybody having a great and wonderful time. Now, this topic, we're going to be kicking off the series on focusing on domestic abuse. So, that's we're going to focus throughout the month of August to focus on it. So you guys could hear my take and on what this is about, and I will be sharing it. So anyway, guys, we're not going to waste no other time. I'm going to give you an announcement that we just jump straight to it. So for those of you, uh, I'm going to share with you an announcement real quick. Our website for the podcast is that will be as you're going to see on the screen. You're going to see it on the screen as well, and I will be leave it down in the description below. Go to www.powerfulmovementspodcast.com/home. www.powerfulmovementspodcast/home. Go on there where you guys can find everything that you need to know. Everything is going to be on there that you need to know. All right, guys. So that's all I want to say. So we're gonna kick off the topic, or we ain't gonna waste no time. We ain't gonna waste no time because this topic is very important. We're gonna, as you can tell by the topic, we're gonna be talking about the cycle of domestic abuse. So the cycle of domestic abuse, also known as the cycle of violence, is a pattern that many abusive relationships follow. Understanding the cycle can help victims recognize the signs of abuse and seek help before the situation escalates further. The cycle typically includes four phases: tension building, incident, reconciliation, and calm. Each phase plays a critical role in perpetrating the abuse and keeping the victim trapped in the relationship. Number one, we're going to explain to you the four phases. So number one, tension building phase. So in this phase, the stress and strain begin to build within the relationship. The abuser may start to feel anger, frustration, and dissatisfaction, often without any specific cause. This tension can manifest in various ways, and here are the signs: increased criticism or belittling of the victim, passive aggressive behavior or silent treatment, heightened anxiety or fearfulness in the victim, and the last but not least, victim feels the need to placate or appease the abuser. Like, for example, here's an example we're going to use. A wife notices that her husband has become increasingly irritable over minor issues, such as misplaced items or a meal not prepared to his liking. She tries to keep the peace by doing everything perfectly, but his anger continues to build. So that's the example. The next phase is incident phase. So this phase is characterized by an acute episode of abuse. The abuse can be physical, emotional, sexual, or financial. It is often the culmination of the tension that has been building. So here are the signs of the incident phase. You have physical violence for like hitting, slapping, and choking. Verbal attacks like shouting, insulting, and threatening. The next sign is sexual coercion or assault. The fourth one is destruction of property or possessions. Like, for example, after a heated argument over finances, the husband loses control and physically assaults his wife, leaving her with bruises and injuries. This incident may last for minutes to hours. The third phase, which is the reconciliation phase. This is the honeymoon phase. So following the abusive incident, the abuser often tries to apologize, make amends, or minimize the abuse. This phase is sometimes referred to as the honeymoon phase in quotation, because the abuser may temporarily revert to the loving, caring behavior that initially attacked the victim. So here are the signs that you need to look out for: apologies and promises that it will never happen again. Second sign, gifts, affection, or special treatment. The third sign, denial or minimization of the severity of the incident. And the fourth sign is blaming the victim for the abuse or for provoking it. Like, for example, the husband buys his wife flowers and apologizes profusely for his violent behavior, promising that he will never hurt her again. And he might also blame the stress from work or other external factors for his action. The fourth phase, which is a calm phase, this is an incident free phase. So during this phase, the relationship appears to return to normal. There is no active abuse, and both partners may experience a sense of relief. The abuser may behave lovingly and attentively, and the victim may feel hopeful that the relationship has changed for the better. So here are the signs that you need that's in this stage. The first sign is relative peace and stability in the relationship. The second sign is absence of abusive incidents. Number three, victim may let down their guard and begin to trust the abuser again. And number four, the abuser may show positive behavior and acts of kindness. For example, for several weeks, the husband treats his wife with respect and kindness. They go out on dates and he helps around the house. The wife begins to believe that the abuse was an isolated incident and that the relationship has improved. Now, breaking the cycle of domestic abuse is challenging, as victims often hope for lasting change during the calm phases and feel trapped during the abusive phases. It requires external support and intervention. Here are the steps to break the cycle. First thing you need to do is recognize the pattern, understanding the cycle and acknowledging the signs of abuse. Number two, step two, seek support. Reach out to friends, family, or support organizations for help. Pick some. I mean, it has to be somebody who you trust to share, who you trust. Period. The third step is create a safety plan. That means developing a plan for safely leaving the abusive situation. Always have a safety plan. Legal actions. That's the next step. Legal actions. Obtaining restraining orders or pursuing legal action against the abuser. The next step is therapy and counseling, engaging in therapy to address the psychological impact of abuse and build resilience. For example, a wife, recognizing the repetitive nature of her husband's abuse behavior, decides to confide in a close friend. With the friend's help, she contacts a local domestic violence shelter, develops a safety plan, and eventually leaves her husband with the support of legal and social services. So, in conclusion, the cycle of domestic abuse is a complex pattern that can trap victims in abusive relationships. By understanding the phases of this cycle, victims and those supporting them on better recognize the signs of abuse and take steps to break free from the cycle, ensuring their safety and well-being. So, if you are someone you know is experiencing domestic abuse, it's crucial to take steps to break the cycle and seek help. Domestic abuse is a pervasive issue that affects individuals, families, and communities. But with the right support and resources, it is responsible to escape and heal from the abuse. Now, here are the steps that you need to do in order to to these are the call to action steps of what you need to do. The first thing, recognize the signs, meaning understand and identify the phase of the cycle of domestic abuse, like tension building, incident, reconciliation, and calm. Recognizing these signs is the first step toward breaking the cycle. The second step that you need to do is to reach out for help. What that means is you contact trusted somebody who you can trust. Contact trusted friends, family members, or community organizations. Speaking out can provide the support and strength needed to take action. The third step is to develop a safety plan. What that is saying, you need to create a plan that includes safe places to go, emergency contacts, and ways to secure finances and important documents. Having a plan can provide a sense of control and readiness. The next step is utilize available resources. Like I would say, like many organizations offer support services for victims of domestic abuse, including hotlines, which I will be creating a hotline for. I will be creating a hotline, so stay tuned. Make sure to follow me on social media to find out the information. I will be updating you to let you know about creating a hotline for where you guys are calling. If you're going through anything, you talk about anything, I'll be creating a hotline. So I will let you guys know more about that. Shelters, counseling, and legal assistance. The next one is to seek help, seek professional help. What that means is like therapy and counseling can help address the emotional and psychological impact of abuse. Professional support can also provide guidance on navigating the legal system and accessing resources. The last step is to educate yourself, which is very important. You need to educate yourself and others. Raise awareness about the cycle of domestic abuse. Education can empower victims to seek help and encourage communities to support those in need. So another thing I want to say, if you want to be able to joining on the calls and be able, I want you to go on the cash app. My cash app will be down below, and that will be going towards the people who are going through. We're going to be helping, because Powerful Women's Podcast is about helping the young, the old, the whichever age group. So let's raise awareness by go on the Cash App. The Cash App will be linked down in the description below. It could be $1, $2, $3, $5, $10. Every dollar counts, and it will be going towards helping of people who are going through going through tough times, and we're going to use that to help people into the community. I'll be leaving that cash app down below. So, my cash app will be down below. And it's also going to be in the bio, in the underneath the banner. It's in there. So yeah. Here are some resources for domestic abuse survivors. The National Domestic Violence Hotline. If you want a hotline to go through in the meantime, their number is 1-800-799-SAFE. That means 1-800-799-7233. And their website to go to is thehotline.org. And this provides confidential support and resources 24/7, 7 days a week. The next one is National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, the NCADV. Their website, you could go to ncadv.org. They do offer they do offer information on domestic violence and advocacy and resources for survivors. So you could go there. The next one you could go to is R RAIN, like RAINN, is an anagram. It's for Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network. Their number is go to the number is 1-800-656 HOPE, and 1-800-656-4673, and their website is www.rainn.org. And here, this hotline, it provides support for survivors of sexual violence and connects them with the local resources. The next one you can go to is Love is Respect. Their number is 1-866-331-9471, or you can text Love is in quotation to 22522, and their website is www.loveisrespect.org. They do offer information and support specifically for young people in abusive relationships. The next one you could go to is Women's Law. Their website is www.womenislaw.org, and they do provide legal information resources for survivors of domestic violence. The next one is Safe Horizon. Their number is 1-800-621-HOPE. Their number is 1-800-621-4673, and their website is www.savehorizon.org. They do offer support, shelter, and advocacy for victims of domestic violence, sexual assault, and other forms of abuse. The final one is local shelters and support services. You can contact local shelters and support services in your area. Many communities have organizations that provide immediate safety, housing, and support. In conclusion, breaking the cycle of domestic abuse requires awareness, support, and action. By recognizing the signs, reaching out for help, developing a safety plan, and utilizing available resources, victims can begin the journey towards safety and healing. If you are someone you know is in an abusive relationship, don't hesitate to seek help and support. Your safety and well being are paramount. If you made it at the end of the episode, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to follow us on social media. Our social media will be linked down in the description below. Everything that you need is in the description. I am your host, D Fresh King, aka Angels of Fire, and you are watching Powerful Moments Podcast. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.